Welcome back to another episode of the Day After podcast. And we got a special
What's
episode
up,
for you all.
guys? Yeah. This is the first time we're using Big Brother Simulator. Yeah, this is I've only done it once, but it's kind of like the interactive one, but it's a much smaller one. But this one is interesting. Interesting. I've seen like 5 seasons of Big Brother. It was like 14 through 18. So like I brought some people that I know from those. Um, so yeah, it's one of those shows where if I haven't said it already or to people that are new, um, Big Brother is just one of those things. It's a hard show to watch because there's like 3 hour long episodes each week, which makes it so hard to like keep up with, you know?
Yeah, and it's also hard because it's easy to spoil because there's the live feeds that literally
Yeah.
you're constantly getting like the information if you're like tapped into the Big Brother sphere.
Honestly, like how I kind of did it was I would only watch the live feeds if they had like a live HOH competition and there was already a winner determined, so that way I wasn't like spoiled. That's like one way of doing it. It's I mean, with anything live, it's always tricky. I think Big Brother is a pretty cool show. And it's like I said, it's just tough to get into because it's a commitment. I remember trying to watch all of Survivor. Granted, Big Brother has like 23 seasons out, 24 is airing right now, but we're talking like how many weeks do we got?
We have I think 11, technically 12 if you count final HOH.
Yeah, like 12 weeks. That's like 36 episodes. It's tough. It's worth it. It's just like when I got to college and then once I graduated, it was hard to like get back into it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot. I am actually trying to watch this new season of Big Brother. But yeah, I'm already just like
It's a lot.
it's already a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And honestly, like there's just so many moments where I just like cringe and it's just so cheesy sometimes that it's
I mean, that's kind of the fun of this. There is a lot of cheese moments, and then like showmances are really big here. Like Survivor, it's a death sentence. Here, it's more playable. Um, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. But I did try, at least for my people on Survivor, I tried to pick people who I could imagine being a Big Brother kind of like player, like someone who could adapt into the Big Brother game, whether they'd be destined to win or at least just be a fun like personality for the season.
I think subconsciously I did that. I also picked some people we haven't seen or used in a while. I saw you picked Sierra, and I was like, wait, what?
I know, right?
She's famous for not doing very well on our channel. So I was like, all right, that inspired me to bring Courtney, but we'll get to that.
I figured that would that tie-in
But
was there.
if I look at the 4 Survivor contestants I brought all lined up in a row. Oh wait, no. I'm so used to having Sierra that I thought she was.
Yeah.
But subconsciously, yeah, I was like, yeah, I can totally see these 4 on Big Brother.
Exactly. And my pull for Big Brother was a little limited because I had only seen all of season 2. And then I know someone from the challenge who I'm rooting for, and then I also have someone from the new season as well. So
Gotcha.
So yeah.
All righty. So shall we get into it?
Yeah, let's hop right into it. Starting here with Bryce Isaiah Johnson from Survivor Cagayan. He's also the host of the Purple Pants podcast, which is a pretty good one that I believe he's now on. Rob has a podcast on that channel as well.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, he was a fun personality. Just kind of, honestly, I think he's going to be way better here in the Big Brother because there's no tribes. He's not going to get voted out just because he's might be a liability in a challenge or something like that. I think he's able to now just play more of the social game, which is what he wanted to do in Survivor, but kind of wasn't able to because of limitations he might have in these challenges.
Yeah, and I mean, he was a first tribe boot as well, so it's like always a little tricky there because there's a lot that plays into it. That's another thing. Like, I love Survivor, but if I were to say which one I would probably have a better time doing, Big Brother is a very, very playable one where it, and you don't necessarily have to starve either. So if you love food and love reality competitions, Big Brother might be more your style.
Yeah, you're there for a longer time commitment, assuming you make it far, but yeah, you have much better living conditions. Like your day-to-day life, like you're actually able to like think if you want to. Like in Survivor, sometimes you're having to think while dehydrated, sleep deprived, all of these kind of things.
Yeah. I mean, they have like penalties and stuff like the have and have nots and things like that. I know like then sometimes they have like competitions for like HOH or something or veto, and you can lose your what is it? And basically sometimes some of them have penalties. Like there's one where you're handcuffed to someone for like 24 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I know that there was they had people had to eat only peanut butter sandwiches for like a week.
I love peanut butter. And I do eat peanut butter sandwiches, so I'd be game.
Yeah, well, honestly, it sounds great. But recently, I had COVID and had to quarantine, and one of my like things that I had around was peanut butter sandwiches, and I rationed that out. And after a few days of eating a bunch of peanut butter sandwiches, I was dying for anything that was not a peanut butter sandwich.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for the first few days, but at a certain point, the peanut butter tastes like glue.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine because like allergies, or not allergies, but like I don't know. I watched a video on like there's so many like nut butters out there. I don't know if like peanut butter. I don't know if you're allergic to peanut. We're gonna get off this because that's kind of like we can do a whole freaking hour of us talking about allergies.
Yeah.
Or like all that stuff. But yeah, Bryce going into Survivor 28, I thought he was going to be cool. I think he was going to be interesting, but like, well, people get voted out. And so like, you don't really get to see too much of them after that. So like, he was like an early boot where I could have saw him going further if circumstances were different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was definitely could have added a lot of fun to the season, but of course the season already was just stacked, from top to bottom. So, yeah, if they did a pre-merge season though, I would love to see him make his way out here. Has he been on our channel? I'm trying to think if we did bring him. It feels like we might have had him once.
If we did, he didn't. If we did, it might have been the pre-merge season, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, that would be the only season I think he could have been a part of. I'll check afterwards, but if not, this is his first go around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on now, someone that normally you are picking on to bring on, but this time I wanted to give her a chance because she's notoriously been a first boot multiple times. I think her best, I think she got third boot once, if I believe correctly, and that was, I think, her best performance.
Unfortunately, she got wronged so many times. It's almost like a joke. It's a cruel joke.
Yeah, it's bad, but she's made it far on Survivor, but I will say it makes sense for her going home first boot sometimes, like especially like now people know like, oh, she's like a shaker, she is going to be strategic, she's not really physically strong, so she's you can kind of take them out with that kind of mindset of let's make the tribe stronger. There's
Yeah.
definitely a lot of things that go against her in the pre-merge section. But if she can get to the merge section, then she kind of disappears a little bit because there's just other threats that people end up starting to think of. I think that yet again, with as I said with Bryce, I think having a not tribal format here is going to actually benefit her because they're not going to want to just get rid of her because she's weak in challenges. Like you kind of want to keep these people who are not the best in challenges because you're more likely to be able to win the head of households and the power of vetoes over them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the good things too, because you can also do like the social aspect. Though sometimes we'll get to one person like much later because of like how she played, but you can still be used as like a pawn, and that can get you eliminated as a result because sometimes pawns can go home. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say. But
That's
I hope Sierra does well at least here.
I hope she makes the jury phase. I believe the first 5 people in All Stars do not make the jury, and then everyone else does.
Yeah.
So she's
I haven't seen All Stars, but
I did a check just so I knew where the jury phase started, and it's after the first 5 people go home.
Cool. All right. First up on my picks, we have Courtney Yates from Survivor 15 and 20, China, Heroes versus Villains. She has not done very well at our channel. She is on par with Sierra on being very bad on this channel.
Yeah, another person usually going out first or third boots.
Yeah. In fact, when we did our ranking of every Survivor contestant we've done, she was in dead last place.
Yep.
Like, it was sad because I like Courtney. I think she's fun. So hopefully Big Brother, she may kind of like Sierra have a bit more luck here.
Yeah, I'm hoping that these two get the kind of a redemption. Like maybe they don't do well on the Survivor simulators, but maybe this can be the chance for them to do really well on a Big Brother simulator.
Yeah, it's kind of like Nora with Hunger Games, where she has not done well in any other simulation, but in Hunger Games, she wins.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So some players are just better at certain things, It's
that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. All right, next up, we got Davey Rickenbacker from Survivor David versus Goliath. And he was one when I did my rewatch. I was like, hold up, how did I forget this guy? He's amazing. He's nerdy. He's a really nice guy. He was on the David team because its name's Davey. I really liked him, and I feel like I don't know when actual Survivor is going to have a season of old contestants, but I feel like Davey should definitely be on that list. He made it to the finals in one of our Brantsteeles, and then kind of like mid-merge it or mid-game. I don't know if it was right before the merge or near the beginning of the merge, but he kind of like left there, and he hasn't really been on our channel since.
When he was on the Heroes versus it was Heroes versus Villains kind of twist that we ended up doing. He was the last hero to go before the final 3 heroes end up making their miracle run. So he ends up getting taken out just a little bit before being able to make it for a deep run. But yeah, I like Davey. David versus Goliath is one of my favorite seasons. So yeah, I'm excited to see if this can be Davey's time to shine.
We'll see. Next up, we have Ian Rosenberger, and I know I brought him at least once. He didn't do well, but yeah, I like Ian. It was like a nice little breath of fresh air on Palau. Yeah, I liked him. I was like, we haven't brought him in a while, and so I was like, why not?
Yeah, Ian, I think whenever I see Ian, I immediately just think of the immunity challenge that
Yeah.
lasted a really long time. Like whenever I see his face, that's the first thing that ever pops out into my mind.
For me, it's
Um,
the dolphin trainer thing.
yeah, dolphin trainer.
Dolphin
Yeah,
trainer.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, he doesn't have a Tom, so that might give him a bit of an edge to kind of
yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anyone here being a Tom Westman type, to be honest. So, I don't remember how well he's done on our channel, so that makes me think he's had a lukewarm performances.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Mhm.
All right. So our first Big Brother contestant, we have James Hooling, and he was in. If I'm wrong, correct me, because like Big Brother kind of does things by like numbers as well. In 17 and 18, I think I got that right. So basically, this guy, he's like, so he's a very country guy, and like he would even be like, yeah, I'm Asian, and so like
Uh-huh.
when people hear me talk with a very thick country dialect, it kind of throws people off. But
Mhm.
he was a lot of fun. Obviously they brought him back again for another season relatively like fast.
Mhm.
But he had a little showmance. He's a very social player. I forget, like, I'm pretty sure he won a few challenges, stuff like that. But yeah, I like James, and like he was kind of like one of the ones that I had in mind to bring for this.
Nice. Yeah. Out of your Big Brother people, there are three people, like three of the four. I don't know. So, yeah, I am
I
not too.
figured there's one you kind of know because of the last name.
Yeah, yeah. There's one that I know a little bit about how they
We'll
how they
get to
are
him we'll get to him
in a bit.
quite a bit.
Yeah,
But
exactly. So
yeah,
yeah, but overall, yeah, the other three Big Brother players, I'm definitely less aware of how they played.
all right. All right. Well, James is I think like he has a good shot.
Mhm.
I'll say that.
Nice, nice. Okay, next up, someone from another one of my favorite seasons of Survivor. We got Jay Starrett, who was also on the challenge, which he ended up going out pretty early in the challenge, but he did take out the challenge's like equivalent to Boston Rob, which
Bananas.
was no, CT. He's basically this, like really big, kind of macho, aggressive, assertive kind of player.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. Yeah, and he beat that guy in a challenge, which was pretty good. And then literally the next challenge, someone had to actually injure him like legitly to get him out of the game. Yeah,
Dang.
exactly. Yeah, but Jay also was not very good on Survivor. Well, he makes it far, but he only voted correctly once in the
Yeah,
entire game.
the Michaela blindside.
Yeah. It was that one. Which was, not the greatest results for strategy. But I think in Big Brother it'll feel a lot more like just kind of get in with your group and kind of, ride or die. Like that's the big strategy in Survivor. I mean, in Big Brother is the ride or die strategy. You find someone and you're just like, okay, we're going to the end, and then that's kind of
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
I feel like that's a little more up Jay's forte than having to constantly move around and shuffle around the votes.
yeah. I think he'll do well here.
Mhm.
We'll see. All right, next up, we got from Big Brother 14. I know this because this was the first one I watched. We have
Mhm.
Jen. I don't know her last name.
Arroyo,
Arroyo. That's just what it's.
yeah.
So she was in the first season I watched, 14, and she was very tough. She was very like, she has a very alternative lifestyle. She is part of the LGBT community,
Mhm.
and she is someone where she made it far into the game. I forget. I know it was like at the absolute like latest 7, but I'm pretty sure it's like she went out at 5 or 4. But yeah, she was a pretty pretty prominent player throughout it. And yeah, I thought I'd bring her.
Nice. I mean, she looks, punk rock, so that's
Very punk rock.
that definitely seems fun. I feel like someone else she'll be connecting with a little bit that we'll get to. That's on my team. So yeah, nice.
Nice.
Nice. Can't wait to see how she does.
All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Next up, we got someone who was my first ever winner pick on this channel. Someone who, I'll be honest, I think she might be one of the first people going home on Big Brother.
She would. Oh my God! When you said winner pick on the channel, I'm like, she's your Tori.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. I picked her in season 39 to win.
Oh my God! Oh my God! When you said that, I'm like, 2 and 2 came together.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be honest, bad read on my and she quickly had a mental breakdown in the season, and pretty much ostracized herself from the rest of the game. She does have a really big idol play that happens, negating it was like 7-9 votes, something like that.
Around that ballpark.
Yeah, exactly. So a pretty big idol play, but yeah, if I imagine her on Big Brother, I kind of see her going out like maybe the second or third boot.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because you're in the house, and yeah, there's places to like, kind of get away from people, but it's not like a beach where you can walk around and like have quiet time.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like I imagine she'll be fine probably the first week, like with all that kind of stuff. But when the second week happens, I think that she's going to start cracking.
I can see that. Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we got someone from the first, pretty much only full season of Big Brother I've watched, and he was a member of Showtown with Lil Kirby, and that is Mike Boogie Malin. And he honestly just went into the season, just wanted to have a good time. He was just trying to party,
I do know Mike Boogie because he was on season 14 as well. The very first one I watched. So like I am familiar with Boogie and like his reputation because like obviously they told him he was in 2. I believe he was also in All Stars.
Yeah, he won that season.
Yeah. So big name in the Big Bro universe.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty likable person, but also can irritate you. Like, occasionally, he'll get upset at people if they're not vibing with him very well, and he might lash out every now and then. So we'll see if he can kind of keep that side of him, because I don't know how many people here are going to be looking to party 24/7.
Let's see. Maybe Ian.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Davey, if there's enough people around, I bet he probably join.
Yeah, it's not a bad party.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's Mike Boogie Malin. Definitely rooting for him to make a deep run here.
Nice.
Okay, next up, another person from mine, also from season 2 of Big Brother. We got Monica Bailey, who was this close to winning the season. Like, it was pretty much confirmed that everyone would have voted for her if she got to the end. She also has one of the more tragic things that happened during the Big Brother time, because when they filmed it, it was when 9/11 happened. And apparently she had someone that she knew that was at 9/11 when it happened. And this news happened near the end of the game too, basically increasing her stock really high in the house to like win. And it actually ends up costing her, because now no one wants to get to the end with the person who's got the story, and actually ends up taking her out.
That's, I mean, real world stuff. It's tough to like separate it, and like in a game where things are happening live and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to separate the two, but you know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah,
that is kind of sad.
yeah, exactly. And she was, honestly playing a really good game. Uh, in season 2, there's a lot of party people, such as like Mike and Dr. Will and all this stuff. And even though she was one of the, maybe older people there, like she was still, getting into the hot tub at, late at night and still like hanging and partying with them, regardless. So she's able to kind of hang out with the older people. She's able to hang out with the younger people. Overall, just able to kind of, vibe and get along with any age group.
Nice. All right. Well, hopefully this time around, that she still has that. Can, party with Mike, now they're buddies, or Dr. Will's not here.
Yeah, I mean, Jay kind of looks like Dr. Will.
Who does?
Jay Starrett. He kind of has
a little bit,
a little Dr. Will vibe to him.
I haven't seen enough of Dr. Will to be like, oh yeah, totally. But like based on like the image I have in my head, yeah.
I'd say he's definitely the closest to that. I mean, Dr. Will's smarter because he's a doctor.
Shorter hair.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Monica Bailey. Moving on now to Nicole Leah. I don't know how to say that last name. I apologize. She's from the current season of Big Brother that is airing right now. So very little that I actually know because there's only 2 episodes that have been released. But I think she's probably one of the people who has a good chance to make a very deep run and potentially win the season. She's also from the LGBTQ community. She's a chef, so she's really good at kind of making meals for everyone.
Nice.
And her strategy is that she's just really able to get along with guys and girls and is able to kind of play both sides pretty well.
All right, cool. So I think, yeah, that's definitely well, I mean, it's a social game, everything like that. So I definitely think it would give her a bit of an edge. Also, people love food,
Exactly.
You can win. That's why, on it, as like, well, we're both in the entertainment business. There'll be unpaid gigs sometimes, but if you have food there, it makes up for it a little bit. You know
exactly. If you have good craft services, you're able to feed everyone. Like people appreciate that. Definitely don't feel like she's an early boot that can happen in the season. I just think that they're going to want to keep her around at least a little longer. And she's already she's the first person to declare her ride or die of the season. She's already like attached herself to someone, and they're gonna try to play like their duo status kind of more in the shadows.
Always kind of the better thing to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. We'll see how she does. All right, next up, we got. Yeah, it is our last Survivor contestant, RC Cena Moore, and she, hasn't been on her channel for quite some time, actually.
Yeah,
like
I know she's been on it, but yeah, I can't remember.
She was with because she was there for Rivals because her and Abby Maria. And I think she may have been on once or twice more, but never like a standout performance. So
yeah,
I was like looking through a list of Survivor contestants, and I was thinking who we haven't used in a while, and I was like, RC. Yeah, so here she is.
Nice. Jeff Probst, one of his favorite players, RC, according to an interview that he did that one time.
Yeah. Fun fact, she was supposed to be with her dad on Blood versus Water, but they got lost or something.
Yeah.
And wait, and then that's when Candace and her husband, had to sub in because like RC and her father couldn't do it.
Yeah. So there's that last minute replacement, and then she was going to be on Second Chance, and then she found out Abby was also going to be on Second Chance, so she dipped from that. So
she's due. She's overdue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, I like Darcy. You know, I wish she made it further in Philippines.
Yeah,
But
I, I
yeah.
think the thing is like just how Philippines played out and everything. It was kind
Hmm.
of hard. It was also like that was her first tribal council too.
Hmm.
Um, and at that point, you know, Abby Maria already kind of did her damage
Yep.
and everything. So
Hmm.
her and Peter. So like, you know, at that point it made sense to get rid of RC.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would love to see rivals with her and Abby, but that's never happening.
No, no. Well, there's no Abby Maria here,
Hmm.
so she's good.
Yep. Should have brought Abby. She would have been great on Big Brother too, as well.
I had to bring Courtney. I had to bring Courtney. All right. Next up, we have Victoria Rafale, and I believe she is from Big Brother 16, if memory serves me correctly. And basically, she was always the pawn on the block pretty much all the time because
Hmm.
everyone was like, oh, she's a safe person to put on. So like she survived the votes so many times. And so many people were like, oh, she does nothing. She was like considered like a goat, or in Big Brother, they call them floaters. You're just
Hmm.
like, no, I'm still in the game. I'm still playing. Um, and you know, I was like, I liked her. Um, she's cute. And I was like, okay, you know, I'll bring her aboard. Because she was like memorable in the sense of like always being like on the, you know, on the hot seat and still surviving.
Hmm. Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Well, excited to see how she does. Did she was she one of the people who was flirting a lot
Not
in the
really.
house? No.
Not really. I think she could have, but it just it wasn't like that wasn't really her game style,
Hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
I believe she made it to either 4 or 3. Um, which not
Nice.
bad at all, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Still pretty good placement.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have a Hans in the house. We have Willie Hans from Big Brother 14. And yeah, he got eliminated because he got aggressive with a contestant. Now, why did I choose him? Well, I wanted a Hans on here.
Yeah, you don't
And
usually pick any of the Hanses.
yeah, so there's that too. And I was like, to kind of mix things up, also to get Joe a little excited, I was like,
Mhm.
all right, let's get Willie Hands. Now, there's like some other people I was considering, but when I was like scrolling through the seasons that I saw, I was like, you know, let's bring Willie Hands.
Yeah, I mean, he starts. I do know that he starts his game pretty strong by, I believe, winning the first head of household. Like he starts
Yeah,
by putting himself in a power position. Um, but you know, you can't be aggressive towards your
no,
house guests. That's just not okay. It's
it's
crazy.
not.
It's crazy how much that I feel like that happens in Big Brother. Like I feel like it happens way more than like in Survivor. Like Survivor, we don't. There's not really been too many of these kind of altercations.
I think because like Survivor, you can walk away. Also, I feel
Mhm.
like you have little energy to do that as well. It's like everyone's
Yeah.
already kind of starving. They may be hangry, but not enough to like throw fists.
Mhm.
Um, I think also with Willie, you know, this was obviously after the Russell Hands thing, and so like he got like spotted as like, oh, he looks like Russell Hands, and then he had like a tattoo that said Hands on it, and
Mhm.
so like you know he was kind of like outed, and then everyone's targeting him because like the Hans family does not have a great reputation for show or for reality game shows. So like yeah,
Yeah.
he blew up in someone's face, and then he got, you know, eliminated as a result.
Yeah, exactly. He was definitely another one of the pilots that kind of, tarnished the Hans name moving forwards.
Yeah.
And then, after shortly after his game, Brandon Hans then ends up having his whole thing on Karamoan as well. Like there's
Yep.
just a bunch of stuff happening one after another. So, but at the
Well,
very least,
this is a simulation, so
mhm,
everyone's safe.
yeah. I wonder if they have a setting here where people can get removed for fighting or anything. I wonder if that is in here.
We may find out if there
Yeah,
is.
I've never done the Big Brother single. I've only done an interactive where I get a control. So this is
Same.
I have no idea what we're about to experience.
Exactly.
Mhm. Okay, next up and lastly, we got Xavier Frather, winner of Big Brother 23, as he was the kind of beneficiary of the whole Cookout Alliance that
Yeah.
makes final six, and he is able to maneuver his way to being in the final and getting the win. He's also on the Challenge USA. And if a Big Brother player does win on the Challenge USA, I'm putting my money on Xavier.
I would like that.
Yeah, I think
It's pretty
he's
cool.
got a good social, strategic, and physical ability. Like I think he's just an all-around good player. Kind of like not necessarily the best in anything, but he's also pretty good at everything as well. So
Yeah.
jack of all trades. So I definitely think that that's going to help him with the challenge, which needs you to be able to be good at physical stuff. You got to have good mental at like puzzles and everything, and you have to have good endurance. So I think he's definitely going to be a pretty strong contestant there, especially with so many Big Brother players as well, Big Brother and Survivor. In fact, they pretty much just got like a bunch of the Cookout people and
Well,
put them on.
4 out of the 6.
Yeah.
There's not 6 fingers here. I don't know why I did 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also they're right off the cusp of that, so it's easier to kind of get newer contestants anyway to be like, hey, you want to do more? Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm.
and yeah, I think I've only seen him in the one episode, so like, and I haven't seen
Mhm.
Big Brother 23. I mean, I heard about the Cookout Alliance and everything prior to it,
Mhm.
but yeah, so I hope he does well. I think he's one of the people I'm like, all right, I can get behind in the challenge. I got to represent Survivor though, so like that's
Mhm.
the one thing that kind of holds me back on a few.
Yeah,
But
I'm
yeah,
rooting for a Survivor player to win, especially
exactly.
if they're going to do the challenge international with all the different ones. Like I want a
Oh yeah,
Survivor player representing.
exactly. All righty.
Okay.
So for this, who would you say are some of the people you're rooting for?
Okay, so on the Big Brother side of things, I like to see Mike Boogie Malin. And honestly just the two people from Survivor season 2, like Mike or Monica, them doing pretty good for the Big Brothers. And then for the survivors, I want to see Sierra and Courtney make some pretty deep runs.
For Survivor, I share the same sentiment with Sierra and Courtney. Uh, as for Big Brother, I kind of want to see Victoria or James go pretty far.
Mhm.
So yeah. All
Nice,
right.
nice. Okay,
So I'm excited.
let's figure out how the simulator goes. Okay, let's show relationships. Monica and James feel a mutual small bond towards one another.
Nice.
Courtney feels a slight bond towards Bryce.
Cool.
Victoria and Boogie feel mutual slight dislike towards one another. They are not. Boogie is trying to party with Victoria and she's not having it.
Just like, no, I'm just trying to float to the end.
Yeah. RC feels slight dislike towards Bryce.
I think she got flashbacks from Courtney
Mhm.
because the blonde scare her now because of Abby Maria.
Yeah. And James and Ian feel mutual slights. Oh, bond towards one another.
Nice.
And Jay feels a slight bond towards Bryce. Okay, Bryce getting some bonds except with RC.
All right.
Victoria feels a slight bond towards Courtney.
Guess Courtney's up there too. Or
Lily feels a slight dislike towards Victoria.
okay.
Boogie and Jay feel a mutual slight bond towards one another. Okay, Nicole and James feel mutual slight dislike towards one another. Okay, so everything kind of just like they're just mildly either liking or upset at people right now.
Yeah,
Nothing too crazy yet.
I mean, that makes sense.
Mhm. Okay, so the head of household competition, group number one competes Sierra, Karishma, Nicole, and RC, and Karishma and Sierra advance to the
Come
next
on,
stage.
Sierra.
Nice,
Come
yeah,
on.
look at that. And then we got Bryce, Ian, Willie, and Xavier competing, and Willie and Bryce advance.
Okay.
Okay, group number two is Courtney, Jen, Monica, and Victoria, and Monica advances.
Wait, what happened to?
Yeah, apparently only one of them advanced here for some reason.
Okay.
And then Davey, James, Jay, and Mike compete. And only Jay advances.
I guess they were like, all right, so 3 and 4, just screw you guys. You only get one.
Yeah, I don't know. I bet if we watched the season, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 house guests compete. Let's see who wins.
Is it
And
Sierra?
Karishma wins the first head of household competition.
There we go.
Wow, that is my winner pick right there for 39, winning the first HOH. Okay, so the losing house gets each take an envelope. Monica becomes a have-not. Willie becomes a have-not. That's not going to be good. He's going to be upset about that.
Yep.
Sierra becomes a have-not. Jay wins $5,000.
That's ain't too shabby.
Yeah, and I guess he's not a have-not. Bryce becomes a have-not.
Well, damn.
Yeah, so there are 4 have-nots for the week. Okay, so 2 house guests compete for the safety suite. Compete for immunity in the safety suite competition. Okay, the winner of the competition can also grant immunity to one other house guest who will receive a punishment. Okay, so Bryce and Nicole compete. Bryce wins.
All
and
right.
he shares immunity with Boogie, but Boogie must wear a star mascot costume.
Boogie Star.
Yeah, Boogie's. I think he doesn't think this is a punishment. I think he's totally down to, this is like he gets a party in a mascot costume for however long.
Why not? Just
Exactly.
dance. You just live it up.
Okay, let's go now to the nomination. And Jay and Victoria are nominated.
Oh no, this is actually very bad for Jay.
Yeah.
More than Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria might just be, the one you
pawn.
put there. Yeah, the pawn, and Jay's the targets. Okay, so the head of household and nominees will participate. Karishma draws Xavier to participate. Jay draws Lily to participate, and Victoria draws Jen to participate.
All right.
Let's see how the POV competition goes. Xavier wins the Power of Veto competition.
Was it Karishma that?
She was the head at HOH, yeah.
Yeah. Did Karishma pick him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. So good chance he doesn't do anything then. Yeah, he does not use the power of veto. Okay, so it is Jay and Victoria going at it. Jay and Monica have a major fight.
Jay, do not.
He's going home. There's no way Jay's surviving this. Willie is impressing the rest of the house
with his good behavior.
Yep. And a new alliance forms, the first alliance of the game. Sierra, Jen, Karishma, RC, Willie, and Xavier.
All right, so each alliance always has a name in Big Brother. Mm-hmm. So this one will be the. Dang, we have to think of a name.
Yeah. What's a good name here? There's 3 Survivor players, 3 Big Brother players.
Half and half.
Yeah,
the half and half alliance.
The half and half alliance. Here it is. Okay, so the first vote here goes to Jay.
Okay.
Sierra votes to Victoria.
Yeah.
Courtney votes to evict Victoria. Davey votes to evict Victoria.
It's because I said she was cute.
Ian votes to evict Victoria. James votes to evict Jay. Jen votes to evict Jay. Boogie votes to evict Jay. Monica votes to evict Jay. Nicole votes to evict Jay. RC votes to evict Jay.
Oh, wait.
Willie votes to evict Victoria.
Oh, yeah, there's...
And Xavier votes to evict Victoria. So a 7-6 votes.
Yeah, then Jay's going home.
Yep. So Jay, first boots right away. Not even a chance to really play.
Alas, I'm sorry, man.
Dang. Well, said in the intro, not very good strategically in Survivor. I guess he translated that over here on this Big Brother.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, that's the alliance there, the half and half.
Yeah.
Jen feels a medium bond towards Willie.
You see, he's not a bad guy. He was cranky.
Yeah, Willie and Nicole feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Karishma feels a small bond towards Willie.
Oh my God, this is...
Willie and Boogie feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Monica and James feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Nicole and James feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. Okay, so now we're at like a little
medium.
Yeah. Willie and RC feel mutual small bond towards one another. Willie and his social game.
You know, when you get past the rough exterior, Willie's a nice guy, I guess.
Exactly. Hey, he was on Russell Hance's home makeover show. He did some stuff on there too. You know, maybe he roughed out. He smoothed out some of his.
He got out his aggression there.
Yeah, exactly. James and Ian feel a mutual small bond towards one another.
Nice.
Monica and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Ian feels medium dislike towards Karishma.
It's because she won.
Yeah, so sometimes if you win that first head at HOH, like you get targeted.
That's a target.
Sierra wins the HOH competition.
She's doing so well.
Nice.
It makes me happy inside.
Awesome. Okay. So Monica selects Xavier, Bryce selects RC, and Sierra selects Nicole, and Willie selects Davey.
All right.
Okay. There are 4 have-nots for the week: Davey, Nicole, RC, and Xavier. Okay, let's now go to the safety suites. Davey and Willie compete. Willie wins, so he's got immunity here, and he is granting it or sharing it with RC. And RC must audition for the lead of Big Brother's All-Star Wars.
Lucky? How is that a punishment?
Yeah, that's great.
I would love to be in BB's All-Star Wars. Well, I mean, depends if Kathleen Kennedy is producing.
Yeah, I'm curious. So is this just Star Wars but Big Brother?
I don't know. Either way, I'd be happy to get an audition. This is not a punishment at all.
Exactly. Okay, let's see who gets nominated. Davey and Nicole are nominated. Wow. Sierra going for the jugular here.
My jugulars.
Sierra draws Ian to participate. Davey draws Boogie to participate. And Nicole draws Monica to participate. Let's see who wins the power of veto. Nicole wins the power of veto. So she will most likely save herself here.
Yeah.
Let's see who ends up getting replaced.
The Victoria.
Sierra names Ian as the replacement.
It's my peeps.
Yeah, both your peeps are up for elimination here.
Both my Survivor bros.
Okay. Bryce and Sierra bond slightly. Jen and Boogie bond slightly. James is impressing the rest of the house. Courtney loses significant popularity.
And because like Sierra is like, oh, you're doing so well in Big Brother, like you should be in there. And then it's like, hey, I'm doing good too. I wasn't voted out first this time.
I wonder if Sierra and Courtney are they gonna really try working together, or are they gonna
I
kind of
can
like
see them being
go?
rivals.
Yeah, I could see them going at each other. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Courtney's not in the half and half alliance.
yeah. One of them is like, you know what? I want to be the one to get out of this terrible funk of being a bad player. You can stay down here.
Yeah.
Okay. Xavier leaves the alliance though
Yeah.
here.
Wait, is he forming a new
And
one?
a new alliance forms between Bryce, Sierra, and James. Sierra playing a great game so far.
Agreed. All right.
Yeah, and this is totally different people. So she really has numbers
Everywhere. That she
Yeah.
has, yeah, she has like 7 allies, which is majority.
Yeah, exactly. So as long as someone here keeps winning these HOHs, she's pretty much locked for for a while.
Oh wait, she has 6 because Xavier left.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
so Bryce votes to evict Ian. Courtney votes to evict Davey. James votes to evict Davey. Jen votes to evict Davey. Karishma votes to evict Davey.
No.
Boogie votes to evict Davey. Monica votes to evict Ian. Nicole votes to evict Ian. RC votes to evict Davey. Victoria votes to evict Ian. Willie votes to evict Davey, and Xavier votes to evict Davey. So Davey is the second boot. Wow. 2 of my favorite seasons of Person from It already
Both
gone.
Survivor contestants are gone, or both of them have been Survivor contestants.
Yeah, Big Brother seems to just be sticking together a little bit here, taking out some of these Survivor players.
Smart, but like at the same time, don't.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Jen feels a strong bond towards James.
Nice.
Bryce feels a medium bond towards James. Jen feels a medium bond towards Willie. RC feels a medium bond towards James. James with this social game. Willie and Nicole feel mutual small bond towards one another. Yet again, Willie also. Courtney feels a small bond towards James. James and Sierra feel a mutual small bond towards one another.
Nice.
Karishma feels a small bond towards Willie. Monica and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. And Karishma and Ian feel mutual medium dislike towards one another.
He dissed Applebee's.
And that is her favorite restaurant.
Yeah, she got married there.
Yep. And Boogie wins the HOH competition.
Good for him.
Okay. Xavier selects Courtney. Nicole selects Karishma. RC selects Monica. And we have 3 have-nots for the week. So that's that. Let's now go over to the safety suites. Okay, 10 house guests compete. There's a lot of people competing this time.
All right.
And Monica wins, and she's sharing immunity with James, and James must become a parent to 9 baby all-stars.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
does that mean he has to? Are the other contestants dressed up as babies?
Yeah, I that would make sense that they are all there, or there's just a bunch of babies that maybe have articles of clothing that looks like former Big Brother players.
Maybe.
One of the two. Okay, let's go here to the nomination ceremony. RC and Victoria are nominated.
Oh no. Why?
This could be dangerous for RC. She's it seems like they're going a little bit after these Survivor players.
Pete. but she's in the half and half alliance, so she
Yeah.
may be safe.
Boogie draws Jen to participate. RC draws Nicole to participate. And Victoria draws Sierra to participate. Now let's see who wins. Nicole wins the power of veto.
Will she use it?
She used the power veto on RC. So Boogie names Karishma as the replacement. No.
They're going after all the Survivor peeps.
Yeah. They're just trying to go 1-1-1, just all the way down. And I feel like the half and half alliance might just be a ruse to convince some of those Survivor players to let them get taken out.
Actually, this would balance the scales in the half and half alliance since Xavier left.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be true half and half again.
Yeah. Okay. Courtney and Ian bond strongly. Sierra and Nicole find something in common. RC gains significant popularity. Her
She's like,
escaping.
I was saved. You're welcome. Thank you.
A new alliance forms between Courtney, Ian, and James.
James also there with the social game.
Yeah, I think right now James and Sierra are probably playing. Yeah, I think they're playing the best games right now.
Willie's up there.
Yeah. Willie's playing really good too. Bryce votes to evict Victoria. Sierra votes to evict Victoria. Courtney votes to evict Karishma. Ian votes to evict Karishma. James votes to evict Victoria. Jen votes to evict Victoria. Monica votes to evict Karishma. Nicole votes to evict Karishma. RC votes to evict Victoria. Willie votes to evict Victoria.
I think that's it for her.
Victoria. Okay, so our first Big Brother elimination.
Dang.
Is Victoria. Big Brother peeps had to go at some point. We gotta stop the bleeding for Survivor players.
So this is a Survivor channel, so
yeah. Okay. There's all that. Let's see the relationships. Jen feels a strong bond towards James. Monica and Sierra feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Bryce feels a medium bond towards James. Ian and Courtney feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Jen feels a medium bond towards Willie. Willie and Nicole feel a mutual small bond towards one another. There's like very little fighting in this house. Like,
not really.
Yeah, it started with like a few people were mildly deterred, with people at the beginning, and now it's just like
Kumbaya.
Everyone's just having fun. Monica and James feels a mutual small bond towards one another. Courtney feels a small bond towards James. Nicole and James feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. Okay, so James and Nicole could be dangerous for Nicole. James seems to have a lot of sway in this house.
Yeah.
Karishma and Ian feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. Okay, so they're at each other's throats as well. That's it. RC wins HOH coming off of potentially going home. Says, okay, I got to win this HOH to guarantee myself another week.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, Karishma selects James to be a have-not. Courtney selects Nicole to be a have-not. And Monica selects Ian to be a have-not. Okay. So Bryce and Karishma are nominated.
Karishma getting no love.
Yeah, I kind of called it. It's like she'd be kind of probably fine for at first, but then eventually she's going to mental boom and have an emotional breakdown, which will be the perfect opportunity for people to start trying to take that person out.
Yeah.
Okay, RC draws Courtney to participate. Bryce draws house guest choice and chooses James to participate. And Karishma draws Ian to participate.
That's funny.
That's great. And RC wins the power of veto, so most likely not using it unless some people are able to change their minds. RC used the power of veto on Karishma.
Well.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, there is a strategy in the sense of like, all right, since there's so many people in the house, it's less likely for someone to compete for the power of veto. So like you eliminate at least 1 in 2 shot of them having to fight for their life by not nominating them at first. So like there was no way to save Boogie because he didn't play veto, nor was he on the block. So like there was no chance for Boogie to like, get immune, because you win veto and play it on someone else when you're not, on the block, you yourself are immune as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, honestly, like nominating people as a replacement is a more likely way to get out your
Get
targets.
the person out. Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, Boogie is now up against Bryce. So we'll see if another Survivor contestant goes, or if they take out the Mr. Party over here.
Mr. Party.
Bryce and Jen have a small fight. Ian and Willie have a minor disagreement. Okay, so Willie's finally got some disagreement going on, and this alliance dissolves. They're
half
not
and half is no more.
Yeah, once Xavier left, like you can't call them half and halves anymore.
Nope.
Okay, Sierra votes to evict Boogie. Courtney votes to evict Boogie. Ian votes to evict Bryce. James votes to evict Boogie. Jen votes to evict Bryce. Karishma votes to evict Boogie. Monica votes to evict Bryce. Nicole votes to evict Bryce. Lily votes to evict Bryce. Xavier votes to evict Boogie. We are tied.
And so then it's HOH's decision.
Yeah, so that means
Boogie is probably
choose.
It's probably,
and she takes out Bryce.
Okay.
Okay. Unexpected. I thought that was definitely Boogie's time.
Dang.
Okay. Well, this is the last pre-jury person. So after this, we'll do a little assessment.
Okay. Well, 2 alliances now.
Mm-hmm.
James in the focal point of it.
Exactly. Jen feels a strong bond towards James. Monica and Sierra feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Monica and James feel a mutual medium bond towards one another.
I want to say that to a person. I have a mutual medium bond towards you.
Yeah, that is like the worst way to phrase that. They're getting along a little, or like kind of.
I'm going to say that to the next girl I want to ask out. I feel a strong mutual bond with you. It's like, it's not as mutual as you think.
Yeah, it's not mutual. It's just
not anymore. Not when you phrase it like that.
Yeah. Okay. Jen feels a medium bond towards Lily. Lily feels a medium bond towards Boogie. Courtney feels a small bond towards James. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual small bond towards one another.
All right, they're excited because, they made it past 4.
Yeah, exactly. They've never been around this part of the game before. This is new territory. Nicole and James feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. I feel like Nicole might be in some trouble.
Probably.
Willie and Nicole feel mutual small bond towards one another. And Monica and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. And Courtney wins the HOH competition. She is at least making the jury phase.
Nice.
There are no have-nots for the week.
What's in the basement? That's the next thing.
Okay, a new room is revealed called the Big Brother Basement. A competition takes place that awards 3 game-changing powers to house guests. James finds the Disruptor power. For the next 3 weeks, the power holder can save one of the nominees that the HOH nominates, and the house guest chosen is safe for the entire week.
Okay.
And Nicole finds the Replay power. For the next 3 weeks, the outgoing HOH, whether it be the power holder or a house guest of their choice, could play in the next week's HOH competition.
All right.
Okay. Xavier finds the blocker power. For the next 3 weeks, the power holder can prevent themselves or another house guest of their choice from being the replacement nominee at a veto meeting.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Make sure that you can't get sniped like that. Okay. Courtney nominates Karishma and Boogie.
Oh man, these two.
And James does not use the disruptor power. Okay, so it's either Karishma or Boogie here, unless they can win veto. Let's see if Courtney draws Ian to participate. Karishma draws Jen, and Boogie draws RC. Who wins the power of veto? Boogie wins an unknown punishment. RC wins a punishment and has to complete 500 laps.
That's not a punishment. She gets to audition for BB All Star Wars and do 500 laps. That's like a day in the life of Ryan Wayne.
Jen wins a punishment and will have to wear a slopetard. That does not sound good.
No.
Ian wins a home gym and a have-not pass.
Not too bad.
Karishma wins $5,000.
All towards the Applebee's.
And Courtney wins the power veto competition. And Xavier does not use the blocker power. Okay, well, Karishma, if she goes home here, at least she's walking away with $5,000.
Yep. No. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Sierra and Xavier bond strongly. Willie is impressing the rest of the house again. They are so happy that he is not freaking out on everyone. He's not fighting anyone yet. That's really impressive for the house.
Yeah.
James gained significant popularity.
How much more popularity can the man get?
Everyone loves him.
Exactly.
Sierra votes to evict Karishma. Ian votes to evict Karishma. James votes to evict Boogie. Jen votes to evict Boogie. Monica votes to evict Karishma. Nicole votes to evict Karishma. RC votes to evict Karishma. Willie votes to evict Karishma. Xavier votes to it. Yeah, so 7-2 votes.
Dang.
Karishma.
That's our fourth Survivor contestant.
Yeah, only one Big Brother player went out pre-jury. Okay, let's do an assessment of who we think is playing the best games.
I think James is playing the best game right now. Second place, I think, is Sierra. I think not Mike. Well, kind of Mike, but I was thinking Willie is also doing pretty well himself. Pretty much everyone that's kind of like won something, I feel, is doing good.
Yeah, I think James, Sierra, Courtney, Mike, and Willie are the front runners for me. And then I think RC is a potential sleeper threat that could get seen. Like I could see her getting to the end unexpectedly, but then actually being like, actually, I have this big resume.
I agree.
Cool. Okay, so we are now officially in the jury phase. Everyone here will at least be able to vote for the potential winner. Okay, Jen feels an unbreakable relationship towards Willie.
Wow.
Jen feels a strong bond towards James. Willie and Nicole feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Monica and Sierra feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Willie and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another.
Nice.
Monica and James feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Nicole and James feel a mutual medium dislike towards one another. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Monica and Courtney feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. And Willie feels a medium bond towards Boogie.
All righty.
Okay, Nicole does not use the replay power as RC wins the HOH competition again.
All right, not much of a sleeper anymore, I guess.
Yeah, she's saying I wanna make the decisions here. I want to put the first jury member, on the stand, even though there's no stand for Big Brother.
There's not. She's
Yep.
also the first one to win too. So
Yep. There are 3 have-nots for the week: Jen, Nicole, and Xavier. I feel like Xavier keeps getting the have-nots every chance he gets.
yeah.
Boogie and Monica are nominated. So the season 2 players. And James does not use the disruptor power.
You can only use it one, but he has one more opportunity to use it.
Yep.
So we'll see.
RC draws Jen to participate. Boogie draws Lily to participate. And Monica draws Courtney to participate. I do think if Lily gets the power veto, probably say Boogie.
Yeah.
So I do think that is good for him. Let's see who wins the power veto. Jen wins the power veto, and Xavier does not use the blocker power. So let's see who. Jen uses the power veto on Boogie.
Oh no.
And
Survivor.
RC names
No!
Sierra as the replacement.
Don't do it.
This would be cruel.
Don't do it.
This would be cruel.
Don't do it.
Monica and RC have a major fight.
All right. Just
Jen
for the sake of, I don't want Sierra to go home.
Jen and RC bond strongly. James leaves the alliance with Courtney and Ian.
What's going
and a
on?
new alliance forms between Jen, Mike, Nicole, and Willie.
Okay.
I think this is the Willie alliance right here. I feel like Willie's, individually has gotten to all 3 of these people.
They're all Big Brother peeps. All right. So, oh yeah, we haven't been giving everyone names.
Yeah. I noticed that too when we got here.
Oh, we can call it 3 Willie.
Yeah, this is 3 Willie.
3 Willie.
Okay. I guess now we name this if we want to give Courtney and Ian.
The Yates burger.
What?
Courtney
The
Yates
burger.
Rosenberger, and I'm like Yates burger.
Okay, the Yates Burger Alliance. Now that they don't have James.
Yeah.
Okay, Courtney votes to evict Sierra. She's trying to.
No.
She wants to have a better reputation than Sierra here.
Don't do it.
Ian votes to evict Monica. James votes to evict Monica. Jen votes to evict Sierra.
Don't do it.
Boogie votes to evict Monica. Nicole votes to evict Monica. Lily votes to evict Monica.
It looks like.
Yeah, Xavier votes to evict Monica. Okay, so Sierra's still so safe, but yeah, unfortunately, Monica is the first jury member right here. Okay. So yeah, do we want to give Sierra and James?
Let's
I mean,
see.
this is the power duo, right? This is
Power duo.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We got
The Sociables.
they're both like from like the country, right? Like the Midwest kind of areas. That's correct.
I think I don't think James is Midwest. I think he's closer to, like, I'm thinking Southeast.
Got it.
East Coasters.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine honestly just calling them the power duo because I feel like they're
Power
the two
duo.
yeah, I think they're the 2 best players right now.
All right, power duo.
Okay, Jen feels an unbreakable relationship towards James. Jen feels an unbreakable relationship towards Willie. So
just throws that around.
Yeah, if you got 2 people that you're unbreakable with, then it's not. It doesn't seem like it's super unbreakable. Willie and Nicole feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Lily and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Courtney feels a medium bond towards one another. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Nicole and James feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. I mean, I'm still waiting for this to like pay off somehow.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Willie and Boogie feel mutual medium bond towards one another. Nicole and Boogie feel mutual medium small bond towards one another. And Xavier and Jen feel mutual small bond towards one another. Okay. Courtney wins the HOH competition.
Alrighty.
Okay. Feel like Sierra and Courtney showed up here for Survivor. I mean, for Big Brother.
They definitely did. They definitely did. We
Exa-
chose well for them.
Yeah, they're not great Survivor Brantstealers, but apparently on Big Brother they are winning these challenges like it's nothing.
Exactly.
Xavier selects James, Nicole selects Sierra, and Jen selects Boogie. Okay, so they are the have-nots. And Boogie and Nicole are nominated.
Wait, James plays it
James
on
uses
Boogie.
it on Boogie. So Courtney has to name Jen as the replacement nominee.
That makes sense because Courtney is tight with James. James and Nicole are the only two that don't get along in the house.
Mhm.
So
yeah, this is definitely interesting here. So Boogie managing to avoid another elimination there. Courtney draws Willie to participate. Jen draws Xavier to participate, and Nicole draws RC to participate. Let's see who wins the POV. And Jen wins the power of veto, so she's gonna probably most likely save herself here.
probably.
Okay. Courtney names James as the replacement.
Well,
James, I think he just screwed himself.
dude.
I think he just screwed himself.
No.
Oh,
No.
wow. If he goes home here because of this,
That's gonna suck.
well, there's payoff at least for us seeing this is like the only people who are fighting in the house because now they're both on the block.
I know, but still, dang.
Sierra and Willie have a major fight. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Nicole has a major meltdown. But Nicole gained significant popularity because of it.
She spoke the truth, and they were like, yeah.
And now here is a new alliance of Sierra, Courtney, RC, Willie, and Xavier.
Okay. Gotta think of a name.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely harder because I know that they name a lot of things of like we meet in this room, so we're going to be this alliance. we don't have.
We're both in bedrooms, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The sleepy thought. No, stupid.
Yeah. You know, it's I'd be terrible in Big Brother because I would never be able to come up with a good alliance. Yeah, a good alliance name.
I'm stealing from Teen Times, but the High Five.
The High Five. Yeah, we can call them the High Five.
Okay. And they're the fifth alliance too, so it helps.
Yeah, exactly. 5 for the fifth alliance. Sierra votes to evict Nicole. Ian votes to evict Nicole. Jen votes to evict James. Boogie votes to evict James after James saves him.
Don't do it.
RC votes to evict James. Willie votes to evict James. Xavier votes to evict Nicole, but it doesn't matter. It is a 4-3 vote. James has played himself
out of the game.
Wow. Playing such a dominant game and then goes out second jury member.
Dang.
Wow. I was not expecting that. I thought James was in for a deep run here.
Same. Dang. So the power duo is now just Sierra.
It's just Sierra. Now she's got to try to, maybe work with Courtney for a power duo, or maybe RC or Boogie, Willie.
Will.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, here are our alliances still.
It's like a little pyramid.
Jen feels unbreakable relationship towards Willie still. Willie and Nicole feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Nicole and Ian feel mutual strong dislike towards one another. Willie and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. RC feels a medium bond towards Xavier. Willie and Boogie feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Boogie feels a medium bond towards Xavier. Jen and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Nicole and Boogie feel a mutual small bond towards one another.
Now that James is gone, there's no one to hate anyone.
I know. Now everyone's just going to like each other for the rest of the game, it looks like. Okay, she does not use it, so the replay power is gone.
Nope, and
Sierra wins the HOH competition, and and Willie and Boogie tie for the prize and each win $5,000.
Nice.
Okay, so they're walking away with some money here.
All the Survivor girls just winning.
I know, right? It's like Sierra and Courtney typically aren't great at challenges, but they're great at these big brother challenges.
Well, I mean, be fair, they've never made it to the merge, so we don't know whether or not they are competition beasts.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay, so Sierra selects Jen, Boogie selects RC, so they're the only two have-nots for the week. Okay, Ian and Jen are nominated. Okay, Sierra draws RC to participates. Ian draws Boogie to participate. And Jen draws Willie. Okay, so Jen's banking on Willie to save her.
Will he win?
Ian wins the power of veto, but Jen goes for the prize instead and wins $10,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah, if you go out here, at least you $10,000 is nothing to scoff at.
That's not chump change. I'll take 10,000 right now.
Exactly. Ian uses the power veto on himself. So Sierra names Nicole as the replacement. This could be Nicole's time. She has, I guess the person she didn't like is out. So maybe she can survive another round here. But
we'll see.
I know Jen was really in with Willie.
A few people actually.
Yeah.
And Willie's in with a lot of peeps. So
yeah. Sierra and Nicole have a small fight. RC gains popularity. Okay, well I'm gonna say, yeah, wow. that's it. I'm gonna say Nicole goes then.
Yeah.
Okay, Courtney votes to evict Nicole. Ian votes to evict Nicole. Boogie votes to evict Jen. RC votes to evict Nicole. Willie votes to evict Jen. Xavier votes to Nicole, and there it goes.
Almost gone.
Yep. Okay, Nicole finally taken out after being on the edge for a little while.
Yeah, right after James.
Yep, her rival. Sometimes it be like that. You take out your rival and you're just the next one to go.
All right, this is the final 8. This is actually, I don't know if people actually come back this season.
Yeah, I don't know. This says Triple Eviction Part 1.
And so I know we did an assessment. Do we want to do another one or no?
Sure. Let's do an assessment here.
All right. So we got both Sierra and Courtney. This is like so happy for them. Mm-hmm. We got Ian. We have Jen. We got Boogie. We got RC. We got Willie. And we got Xavier.
It's actually a pretty strong grouping for the end of the game here.
I agree.
Which I think is sometimes rare in Big Brother. I always feel like the strong players get taken out early, and then you kind of get left with, maybe a good player, and then a lot of people who were just kind of, there for the ride.
Haven't really watched. It's also been so long since I've watched Big Brother too. Like, I'm not quite sure. I mean, like, I know there is power near the end. It's just always tricky.
Yeah. Yeah, it was also just how they ended the season. They never know who's going to make a deep run. So
Yeah. Which I will say that does help early boots get a bit more screen time
yeah,
in that regard.
yeah, that's why like you can go out third in Big Brother and still get brought back because you just were fun for like 3 weeks of television.
Exactly. Right now, I'd say right now at the top three, it's the Survivor girls. It's Sierra, Courtney, and RC. Willie, I think Willie is like in fourth place. Then Boogie, and then Xavier, and then Jen, and then maybe Ian.
Yeah, I could see Willie getting to the end and winning because his social game like is
Pretty good.
It's pretty good. Awesome. Let's see then. Jen feels an unbreakable relationship towards Willie.
Still,
Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Willie and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Willie and Boogie feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. RC feels a medium bond towards Xavier. Xavier and Jen feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Okay, Xavier trying to come on now. Boogie feels a medium bond towards Xavier. And Xavier feels a small bond towards RC. Yeah, so Xavier
turning up the game.
Oh, and Jen and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. And Xavier feels a small bond towards Boogie.
He was like, wait, you put me that low on the list? I'll show you, Ryan.
Hey, that's how it does sometimes. Sometimes people start off pretty bad and then they come on near the end. That's
yeah.
And Boogie wins the HOH competition.
Nice.
Courtney and Sierra are nominated.
Why?
Oh no.
No.
Okay, one of them needs to win POV so they can potentially both stay.
Oh no.
Boogie draws Jen to participate. Courtney draws Willie to participate. And Sierra draws RC.
Okay, if RC wins, she can use it on Sierra or Courtney, and they're both immune. I mean, one of the Survivor girls will still be on the block, but then RC won't be used as a sub.
Yeah, exactly. There's a chance that both of them survive. Sierra wins the power of veto.
All right, just don't put RC on the block.
RC
she does. He does.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, RC.
They're
both mine too, which sucks.
Yeah, I want to see Courtney make it further, so I gotta say I want RC to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Also, real quick, I'm gonna turn on the light because it's getting dark on my end. So I'll be right back. Here, if you wanna, I'll scroll down and you can go off these first few things.
All right. So wait, RC and Willie have a major fight. I think she's just upset. She might have to go. Ian and RC is having a minor disagreement. RC's like stock is just going down. She's like, no, this can't be happening. We were the Survivor girls. And then we have some little kumbaya with Jen and Boogie. Yeah, so RC is not taking this very well.
She loses significant popularity too.
Getting in fights with people will do that.
Yeah, that's not good for RC. This could be some.
This is the end.
Yeah, Courtney and Ian, the Yates Burger alliance dissolves.
Yates, no.
And now we got Ian and Xavier. We got the Prather Burger. Oh, Prath Burgers.
Prath Burgers?
Yeah.
All right.
What's better, Prather Burger?
Prath Burger.
Prath Burger? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, yeah, we got the Prath Burger alliance here. Sierra votes to evict RC. Ian votes to evict RC. Jen votes to evict RC. Willie votes to evict RC. Xavier votes to evict Courtney, and that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so RC is out. The Survivor girls lose someone.
It's down to 2.
Yeah, Sierra and Courtney though, those are the big ones right there.
They're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Much
Okay.
appreciated.
Let's see here. Oh, status. Okay. Jen feels a strong bond towards Willie. Boogie feels a strong bond towards Xavier. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Willie and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Willie and Boogie feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Xavier and Jen feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Jen and Sierra feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. Okay, so Sierra and Jen going out a little bit.
All right.
Xavier and Sierra feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Jen and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. And Xavier feels a small bond towards Boogie. And Xavier wins the head of household competition.
All right.
He's been starting to have on his social game, so we'll see who he's decided to put up for nomination. We got Jen and Boogie.
It's not looking good for Jen.
Yeah. Boogie, I feel, keeps getting nominated and keeps somehow getting
Dodging.
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Xavier draws Sierra to participate. Jen draws Ian to participate. And Boogie draws Willie to participate.
So Courtney, if someone gets vetoed, Courtney goes up.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks very, very possible here. Jen wins the power of veto.
Oh no.
But Xavier names Ian as the replacement.
No, but they're an alliance.
Oh my
Pratt
gosh.
Burger.
The Pratt Burgers already turning on each other. And Boogie is impressing the rest of the house. This might be Ian's time.
No.
Sierra votes to evict Ian. Courtney votes to evict Ian. Jen votes to evict Ian. And Willie votes to evict Ian. Yeah. Wow, the Pratt Burger Alliance, the shortest alliance ever.
Why they get together if they were just gonna?
I know, right? And Mr. Party over here, Mike Boogie, just somehow.
He knew. That's why he was celebrating.
Yep, exactly.
All right.
He's just over there in the hot tub jamming all night, and everyone's just loving it.
Man. All right. 6 people left.
Yeah, we're already in the home stretch here.
I know.
Okay. Willie feels an unbreakable relationship towards Boogie.
All right.
Jen feels a strong bond towards Willie. Boogie feels a strong bond towards Xavier. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Willie and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Boogie feels a medium bond towards Willie. Xavier and Jen feel a mutual medium bond towards one another. Jen and Sierra feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. Willie feels medium dislike towards Jen. And Courtney feels a small bond towards Boogie. You'd think after so many people are gone now that there would be less things here, but somehow.
But no, it looks like Jen is kind of just. I think her strong bond towards Willie backfired because now he has a medium dislike for her.
Yeah.
And
she's starting to rub. Yeah. I could see her being in some trouble. She's been nominated before. I definitely think, or she just wins the HOH competition.
That's not good.
I wonder if she's going to put up Willie, or if she's going to still value that alliance, that relationship. Jen selects Sierra to be the have-not for the week. So Sierra's the only have-nots. Could this be her signing that she's targeting Sierra?
Could be Sierra and Willie.
Sierra and Courtney.
No, not again.
Why?
Not again.
Why?
Because it's me.
Okay, well, everyone competes because there's only 6 people now. Let's see who wins the power of veto. Courtney wins the power of veto.
All right.
Okay, so she used it. And so Jen names Xavier as the replacements. This could be tough for Sierra. Xavier was starting to get liked by pretty much everyone else in the game.
Yeah, this might be hell of a congrats to her for making it this far.
Sierra and Willie bond slightly. Sierra and Courtney bond strongly. They then bond strongly again.
Even more.
Willie gains significant popularity. Actually, Sierra might have just saved herself.
Maybe.
She got 2, I think, power players.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 that can vote. So
Courtney votes to evict Xavier. Boogie votes to evict Sierra.
What does Willie do?
Willie votes to evict Xavier. Sierra is safe.
Nice.
Nice. So yet again, the Survivor girl is dodging a bullet.
5 left.
Okay, let's do an assessment here. This will be our, like, I guess, finale, like where we would normally do it. So
yeah. So we got the Survivor girls, Sierra Easton, Courtney Yates, playing a really great game, but Sierra saving herself from elimination there. Yeah, both of them are playing stellar games. I think Willie Hance is playing a really great game too. And I wouldn't count out, I think this is a very solid final 5. Boogie's doing pretty well in the social game, other than, Jen, ruffling or rustling some feathers against some people. She's doing pretty well. She's won 4 competitions, which she's tied with Courtney with that. She's not doing too bad for herself.
Yeah, I could see her potentially making it to like the end, but I think she's ruffled enough, gotten on more people's bad side that I could see her losing the vote though, getting to the end. But I could see her making it to the end.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, overall, I think this is a strong grouping. Okay. Courtney and Sierra feel a mutual, unbreakable relationship towards one another. The Survivor girl is sticking together.
Yeah.
Willie feels an unbreakable relationship towards Boogie. Jen feels a strong bond towards Willie. Willie and Courtney feel a mutual strong bond towards one another. Boogie feels a medium bond towards Willie. Courtney feels a medium bond towards Boogie. Jen and Sierra feel a mutual medium dislike towards one another. Willie feels medium dislike towards Jen.
Oh, no. Oh, wait. No, that's good.
Jen and Courtney feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Boogie and Sierra feel a mutual small bond towards one another. So I definitely could see Jen or Sierra being in trouble here.
Depends on who.
Boogie wins the HOH competition.
He's a bit more of a wild card, so can choose.
Sierra
Why?
Oh my God. We just want them to. Why do they have to always be the ones trying to dodge a bullet?
I mean, at this point, it gets trickier in the game because, like, even if you, because there are fewer people that can go up, there's fewer people that can play for veto.
Yeah.
And then, like, at Final Four, if someone gets himself off, the other person automatically goes on, and the person that's left, they're the sole voter for whomever. I mean, this is at the stage in the game where things are like very, very, there is absolutely nowhere to hide. You're always on the block in some shape or form.
Yeah, exactly. So, hopefully one of them wins this power of veto and can somehow get both of them through again.
Come on, Courtney or Sierra. Come on.
So the winner, Sierra, wins the power of veto.
Okay.
They are a low-key competition beasts right here. They are surviving.
I think both are coming back. Let's see if they do good in the actual Survivor.
Exactly. Boogie names Jen as the replacements.
Okay,
so Sierra might get her wish by getting Jen out here.
They both don't like Jen, so Willie and Sierra will vote Jen off.
Yeah,
so I think we're good.
I think Courtney's safe.
We'll see.
Jen and Willie bond slightly. But Courtney and Willie have a
No,
major fight.
please.
Sierra and Courtney bond slightly, and Willie leaves the alliance with Sierra and Courtney.
All right. So what's going to happen is they're going to tie, and then it's up to Boogie. And because Courtney was the original nominee, this might be her time.
Oh no. Sierra votes to evict Jen. Willie votes to evict Courtney. Okay. And Boogie votes to evict Courtney.
Hell of a game, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's coming back. It was a great game. Just nowhere to hide. You can only dodge a bullet for so long.
Well, actually, you can only dodge a bullet. Well, if it's ricocheting, then you would have to dodge it multiple times.
Yeah. But if someone tries shooting you a bunch of times, you might be able to get a few of them gone, but you can't dodge if they keep shooting you over and over and over again.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah. So final four here. Almost at the end game. Jen feels an unbreakable relationship towards Willie. Willie feels an unbreakable relationship towards Boogie. Not looking good for Sierra.
No.
Boogie feels a medium bond towards Willie. Jen and Sierra feel a mutual medium dislike towards one another. Willie feels medium dislike towards Jen. Boogie and Sierra feel a mutual small bond towards one another. Willie and Sierra feel mutual slight dislike towards one another. And Boogie and Jen feel mutual slight dislike towards one another. I feel like Sierra's got to win this HOH.
Yeah, I agree. Yes!
She did it.
She's also the last survivor peep standing, so
yeah. We by default have to root really hard for her. I mean, she's been playing a hell of a game, so. Okay, Jen and Willie are nominated. And Willie wins $10,000.
Nice.
Okay, so this is the veto. Mike will also do it. So Mike wants Jen or Willie to not win, otherwise he goes up for a nomination as well. But Boogie wins the power of veto.
So yeah, he gets to choose who goes home.
Yep. Okay, let's see here. Anything that happens. Sierra and Boogie have a small fight. Sierra and Jen bond slightly, and then Willie loses popularity.
Ruh-roh.
Boogie likes popular people. He might take out Willie if he's lost some popularity.
Maybe.
But Boogie votes to evict Jen.
Dang.
Okay. So Sierra, Mike, and Willie are the last one standing.
And Sierra can play for HOH again.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, all three compete for the final HOH. So who do you think is gonna walk away with this?
I want it to be Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Boogie is they're both tied for HOH wins. Willie hasn't won anything.
Mm-hmm. He's played purely social. Like that is his only game.
So we'll just have to see. But we got to root for Sierra.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go here. Willie feels an unbreakable relationship towards Boogie. Boogie feels a medium bond towards Willie.
Dang.
Willie and Sierra feel mutual medium dislike towards one another. Boogie and Sierra feel mutual dislike towards one another. So yeah, it really is. Sierra has to win this HOH, otherwise she's going home.
Well, there's always the veto, but
I don't think you can veto at the final.
Oh wait, there's not?
No, because
it's been a while, so
yeah, you have to have two people go up and one person's safe. So there's no way to change the votes.
Okay. So looks like Sierra won the first part.
Yes. So she will move on to the part 3. And Boogie wins part 2, keeping the trend of those two winning challenges and Willie not really being good at them.
Come on, Sierra.
She did it. She did it. Okay, Sierra, this is your time to shine. You can win the game.
You got this. Get rid of Who do you get rid of?
It
I
looks
think,
like she might be getting rid of Willie.
yeah, the alliance confirms it.
Yep. Yep, she votes out Willie, just like that. Okay. So Sierra and Boogie in the finale, the final two together.
Come on, Sierra.
Okay, so here is our jury who are doing their questions for them now. Let's see who is the winner of Survivor versus Big Brother 2. Monica votes for Sierra to win.
Yeah.
James votes for Sierra to win. Nicole votes for Boogie to win. RC votes for Sierra to win. Ian votes for Boogie to win. Xavier votes for Sierra to win.
She just needs one more.
Courtney votes for Sierra to win.
She won.
Sierra is the winner. And Boogie
Yes.
finishes second. Okay, nice. Look at that. And Willie wins America's favorite house guest.
Oh,
you got a Hans name, you win this award. I think even Brandon Hans almost won it in South Pacific.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Hans, they're good when they play the first time around, if they're able to play.
Yeah, well, they're big characters, so it makes sense.
Of course.
Okay, I mean, I think this was a pretty fun season, all things considered. I think
I agree.
a lot of great players in the end. James going out early was a little unfortunate, but I still think that there's a lot of great players at like final 8 onwards.
Totally agree. Mm-hmm. I mean, even James was up there, in my opinion. His little beef with Nicole, that was entertaining.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, I might just have to check out the new season. I know it's like 3 a week.
It's a lot.
I'll catch up. Thankfully, I'm not on too much social media that spoils Big Brother specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'll be good.
Yeah. Nice. This was fun. I definitely think Sierra and Courtney are probably coming back here. I think Mike and Boogie have a good chance. Same with Jen. I could really see these top 5 making returns. Maybe even James.
I would even pick RC.
RC even has a good chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's go here to other statistics. Sierra with the most challenge wins at 6 and most HOH at 4.
Nice.
Willie with the least amount of votes received with 1, and Victoria with the most with 13.
Oh, Victoria.
Okay, and let's look at the popularity charts.
So this is interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just go down near the end and see where everyone's kind of ending here. So Sierra was in the upper end. Boogie was not liked. He was actually the least liked person on the cast.
Dang.
Yeah, that's unexpected. Yeah, where was Courtney? Courtney was also very not liked.
Not well received, no.
But Willie, people love Willie.
Willie was great.
Yeah. Okay. And there's summary, voting charts. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's gonna do it here for Survivor vs. Big Brother 2. So a Big Brother person won the Survivor one, and a Survivor player won the Big Brother one.
I think the next one we do might have to be on like Total Drama or Hunger Games, another like game simulator, so that way they're on equal playing field.
Yeah, maybe the challenge.
Challenge? Is there a challenge? Yeah, there's got to be.
Yeah, there's one season of the challenge they have on here.
All right, so that'll probably what we do for the next one for 3, winner takes all.
Exactly. So yeah, that's gonna do it here. So far this has been a pretty fun season. The first 2 games on here, so
yeah,
it's gonna be so hard picking our all-stars.
Yeah, I mean, be on the lookout for for Australian Survivor for All Stars 12. That's
It's
what's going to be.
It's inevitable at this point. We need the space. We need the
Exactly.
Space.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to do it. And we shall see you guys in the next episode.
Peace.